A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Taijuan Walker gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Yonhervis Solarte. Previously with Taijuan Walker, he's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into it.
Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses inside 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Left fielder, Jeremy Hazelbaker.
And he misses 2-1. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Hazelbaker is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. Smoke on third. Diaz over at second. Fleming is over at first with 1 away. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Stepping in for the Jays, Russell Martin, and a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fouled away. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Line drive to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there. Ready for another chance. Chris Davis. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Fleming is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Orioles strand. Striding in once again, Mike Moustakas. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb.
Digging in to try it again, Frank Fleming. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
1-1 the count now. Hit hard to short, reined in. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Escobar is there. One pitch, one out. Here's Chris Davis now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Yeah, he's been producing at the plate all year.
Ready once again, Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And a fastball just a bit high. Now the 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. Casado over to his right. He's got it one away. Ready for another shot now. Yonhervis Solarte. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. The 1-2 is on the ground to the right side and through. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Bryce Harper.
Now the 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Fleming is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping in, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And that one got a piece of him.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Left fielder,
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner back. There he goes. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one.
A little 2-out lightning could turn into something big right here with the runner being in motion. Batter finds a knock, and now we got first and third and damage on the way.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
High in the air out to center field. Lane has it in his tracks. He makes the catch, and the winning run is digging in and looking for more. Yangervis Solarte is looking for his third hit of the ball game here.
Yangervis Solarte.
The 1-2. Ground ball right side. Smoke ranges to his right. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. Digging in, Bryce Harper struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down out there near the wall. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. And he needed extra innings to get it. Next to bat for Toronto, Frank Fleming. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Now a pitch out as they might have smelled the squeeze that time. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. The 1-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Grounded to short. And the Blue Jays are winners in walk-off fashion.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
And the Jays were led on the offensive side of the scorecard. Digging in, Frank Fleming. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And that's the first out. In now for the O's, Andrew Susac. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lofted in the air out to right field. Fleming is after it. Makes the play, 1 away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, William Casado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. In the air now out to right field. Making the play here is Harrison, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here's the 0-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Russell Martin.
Now the payoff pitch home. Soft liner towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. So striding in, Josh Harrison, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the 0-2. Popped him up. Moustakas will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So striding in, Larry Morales is the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base, and 2 men gone here in the 9th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's in danger of walking in the tying run, but if he gives up a base hit, this game's probably going to come to an end.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Final strike for the Blue Jays. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that misses 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Baltimore put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy, first-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. And that is striding into the box, Frank Fleming. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go. Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to push.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Number 25.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Scope has it. And that's out number 1. So stepping in, Jonathan Scope, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a fly ball, and this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. He's safe at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Standing in, Kevin Lane.
Center fielder number 35. Kevin
The 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And now Harrison will look this one in to retire the side. Standing in, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. He might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Lifetime against Drew Storen. He's only 2 for 10. Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
The 3-1. Softly hit toward the hole. Barehanded at his knees. They get the force at the plate, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So they're fortunate to get the force at the plate, but they might have gotten a little greedy there by not trying to go to first, so the bases will remain loaded. Here's Didi Gregorius. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Harper is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tighten. A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Toronto. Tuesday night baseball on the show as we welcome you to Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight. In now is Anthony Rendon. Head-to-head with Erasmo Ramirez. He's a .333 hitter.
Anthony Rendon.
Lifted in the air out to right. Smoke ranging into shallow right, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
In now for Washington, Levi Trevino, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Levi Trevino.
The 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Stepping up to the plate, Frank Fleming. He was 1 for 3 in the ball game back on Sunday.
Fleming.
First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
2-1.
The 2-1. Popped him up. Rendon is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning. In now is Adam Eaton, head-to-head with Erasmo Ramirez. He's a .333 hitter.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Fleming is there, and he'll bring this one in. All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Hit on the ground out to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems, but trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely. Now a throw over to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Fleming, the runner at first with 2 gone. A fastball that just misses inside. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. But he won't have to worry about a throw. Ball 4. First and second now with 2 away. Stepping in, Russell Martin. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And the pitch on 2-1. And that one just missed outside.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1 pitch. He's on the move again from first. In there. Now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard towards center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Skied into straightaway right. Fleming is over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they breathe. Digging in now, Frank Fleming. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Fleming.
Pitch on the way. And that misses, ball 1. Lined into left center. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center, a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Roll. I like to see that, a lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Number 34,
Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Russell Martin now. In prior meetings with Zach McAllister, he's just 2 for 12. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And a dive, but he's back in there. Fleming on second. Hazelbaker at first, one gone. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. Now the 2-1 is a fastball that gets by him.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
John Harrison.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Frank Fleming will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Now the 1-0. The bouncer to the left side. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches. But a big inning. Striding in now for the Nats, Pedro Severino. No hits to this point. From the belt, the pitch. High and deep to right. Fleming going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a
late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rendon.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Toronto Blue Jays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never. Afternoon baseball. Aaron Sanchez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak? Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat, and that one just missed outside. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
2-0 now. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Popped him up. Rendon has a play, and that's the third out. Back with Major League. Stepping in for the Jays, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
This is line to left. Rosario is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A run up. In now is Adam Eaton. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Center fielder.
A wind up and the 0-2 pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone!
Wow, not every call is going to go.
Digging in and looking for more, Levi Trevino. He singled his last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Fleming has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll. Ready for another shot now, Frank Fleming, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Swinging a soft liner. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Now the National skipper is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Sammy Solis answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. 1 run scores. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 3-2 one more time. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first down. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Adam Eaton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. As a look, now the pitch. Pulls this one into the air, out into right field. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 4-4 game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game.
Digging in to try it again, Frank Fleming. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. The 1-1. Misses. Ball 2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Striding in once again, Eddie Rosario is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Pulls this one into the air, out into right field. Fleming is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in once again, Levi Trevino. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-1. In the air, out toward right field. Harrison moving to his left. One away. Ready for another chance. Frank Fleming. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Gonzalez to the track, to the wall. Ball game. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get into extra innings, you're always looking for that one guy to step up and be that hero. And this guy was the hero tonight. What does he do? Steps up with a walk-off home run to end this thing in extras.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that,
A player is called to question by his manager on his base running of late. The manager has in fact called the player in to give him a vote of confidence. He checks that the player understands what a green light means and doesn't mean. Even the best bag snatchers need to know when to exercise restraint. Satisfied that the player can be trusted with the responsibility, the manager grants him a standing green light to bolt.
it's time for baseball on a next to bat for Toronto. Frank Fleming. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Fleming comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And not in time as the run scores. And it's a defensive meltdown there as the go-ahead run scores on what should be a passed ball. The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. So one away, and that'll bring in the dangerous Cuban slugger, Jose Abreu. Hit hard toward the right side. This one's down. It's the White Sox first hit, and it's going to be for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And as we give you a look at the White Sox leaderboard, you can see his total there. Currently second best on the ball club. Ready now for the White Sox, Albert Alfonso. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Ready once again, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Gregorius is off at first with 2 away. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. 1-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is up next for Chicago. Jason Eagle, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Jason Eagle.
Heading out towards shallow right. Fleming is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't. He threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Albert Alfonso, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
At the plate, Jose Abreu. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll get under it to make the catch, and the Blue Jays have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. 4-0 the score. From the south side. Now batting, Frank Fleming, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fleming has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
All right, guys, here's the defensive.
Striding into the box, Jason Eagle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is on the ground over to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down to fairway.
Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Yoan.
Second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Fleming is in pursuit. Oh, and he botches it. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score. Stepping up to the plate, Albert Alfonso, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is skied out toward right. Moving under it, Fleming. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Eagle has room in foul territory. He's got it one away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joseph Lipscomb.
Joseph Lipscomb.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Fleming is over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. The 0-1. Smoke toward third, and that's through into left, a base hit, and now he has some trouble with it in left. Now this is cut and thrown to first, and he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And there he goes towards second. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-2. Grounded to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. But not in time as he's across with the run.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right
there. 4-2 the final score today. The Toronto Blue Jays came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Ryan Tepera earns the victory out of it. Afternoon baseball set to come your way. Ronaldo Lopez gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Sent on the ground out to second, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just...
Stepping up now, Jason Eagle. He reached on a single in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Fleming has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at what into the box. Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Gregorius leads off second with nobody out. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Made a miss on the off. So striding forward now, Omar Narvaez.
Omar Narvaez.
1-1. Swinging a blooper to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. So coming to the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this is low, ball one. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike one. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Lipscomb into shallow left, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeremy Hazelton.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Your attention, please.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. Juan Minaya takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. 1-2 now. Fleming at second. Hazelbaker is over at first with 1 away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. 1 run is scored. That gets down as 1 run is in.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Albert Alfonso. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in the air out toward right field. Fleming on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the Sox. Stepping in, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Frank Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oh, and he misses it. The throw into second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
Up next for
So striding in, Jeremy Hazelbaker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. Danny Farquhar will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Russell Martin will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. On the ground to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Striding forward now for the Sox, Jason Eagle, as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Eagle.
Takes this the other way to right. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. 11-6 the final score in this ball game. Chicago. Baseball for you on a Tuesday night from Tropicana Field. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week. Chris Archer will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made.
And leading off for the Rays.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And a spin throw got him at first. Had to hustle there, but a very nice play for the first out. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Batting second, right fielder, Hernan Perez.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Striding in once again, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. The 1-1 home. Is a slider taken for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3 runs already home here. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
The batter, number 1. Designated hitter, Diaz.
Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Here's Archer on 1 and 2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Digging in for his second at-bat, Didi Gregorius. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Fleming leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. And pitch number 33 in the inning will be the lucky one, as this is swung on and missed to retire the side. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Blue Jays on top, 3-0. Ready for another chance? Matt Adams flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Fleming sprinting after it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Fleming.
Archer comes set. First pitch on its way. Drives it out to deep right center field. Kiermaier on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he's in safely to third, as a run will score on the play as well. Ready for another shot now, Aledmys Diaz. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Christian Arroyo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit out towards second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single, 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Diaz.
Right side, hit hard. And there's his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Now both runners on the move. Now a swing and a fly ball. Perez giving chase, but this will wind up being a foul ball. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to left field. Coming in is Smith. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly. Station.
Digging in once again, Frank Fleming. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Almora over at second. Donaldson at first, 1 gone. Hard hit ball to short. Arroyo brings it in to second for 1. On to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base. Digging in and looking for more, Diaz. And their runners at the corners now. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. From the stretch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. And the runner back safely. And another throw over. And he'll get back in safely. High pop-up. Crone is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a 5-0 finish tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Aaron Sanchez. Time for baseball under the... Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Frank Fleming, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Blue Jays leave a pair. And now the Rays will get their first. Next to bat for Toronto, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
First pitch on its way. Up around the face. Ready with the 1-0. Curveball that time, not even close.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Designated hitter.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Aledmus Diaz. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And another snap throw to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Perez is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. Here's Didi Gregorius. He popped out in his first trip.
Didi Gregorius.
Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in for the Jays, Jeremy Hazelbaker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now a hard liner, but foul. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. The 2-2. Runners off for second. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3. Up next for the Rays, Chris Herman. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Herman.
The windup and the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. Stepping up to the plate, Frank Fleming, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
2-0 now. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. The 2-1. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put...
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do.
Ready now, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Frank Fleming.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The 1-0 home is a fastball down below the knees.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And the pitch on 2-1.
2-2 the count.
Pilar on second. Donaldson is over at first with one away. Hit out towards second. There's one. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. 0-2 count and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that. Ready once again, Chris Herman in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Herman.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Liner toward right center. And he has come through big time, as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 5-4 game.
It's awfully difficult.
Stepping in, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third. And he nails him at third. Great throw. Smoke at second with 2 down. The 1-1 home. He's outside for a ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The 2-1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now this crowd of just over 21,000 are on their feet. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. A 1-run finish today. Folks, just finishing. John Lester will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Skied into straightaway right. Fleming is there, and he has it for the out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment.
Now to the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Fleming.
First pitch on its way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
At the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. From the belt, kicks and deals. Check swing here as they'll appeal it down to Eric Summersgill at third, and he says no swing, so it's ball one. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Payoff pitch one more time. Bullet back up the middle. Bradley is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Striding in for Boston, Rafael Devers comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind.
In now, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And he makes the catch for the second out. 4-0 the score tonight. Toronto jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Lester earns win number 7. The show's got baseball for you on a Saturday night. North of the border here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. And there's one down now.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And how lucky is this pitching staff looking at this defensive alignment?
So stepping in, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Down and away, ball one. The 1-1. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. Rafael Devers the next to bat. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On the ground to the right side. Harrison's got it. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Now batting, Frank Fleming. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Missed with a slider. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Striding forward now is the DH, Teoscar Hernandez. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2. He's running. Pitch misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
And now the runner's trying for third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and he'll be tapped. Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
The 2-1. In the air to straightaway right. Moving under it, Fleming. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in there. 4-0 to score tonight. The Bo Sox rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jake Junis earned his 9th win of the year. A great Sunday. Digging in, Xander Bogaerts. He will lead this one off today. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming is under it. He's got it 1 away. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's already snatched 20 bags this year. When you think about it, there are not a lot of guys stealing 20 bags.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
He pulls this one into right. Fleming will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Set to get his day started, Yasmani Grandal, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Fleming, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on.
Stepping in for the Jays, Frank Fleming comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. And he lays off there 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a one.
Striding in once again, Matt Adams, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Matt Adams.
High and deep to straightaway right. Fleming looking up. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long.
Rafael Devers, the next to
Now
bat.
batting, third baseman,
1 out, nobody on.
Devers.
Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder. Next to bat for Toronto, Frank Fleming. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Benintendi in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Adam Jones. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Adam Jones.
Heading out toward shallow right. Fleming has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Andrew Benintendi will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So, stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now the 2-0. And this is fouled at the plate. Donaldson stands at second with 2 gone. High pop-up. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Here's Matt Adams now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Matt Adams.
The 1-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fleming moves over and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last at bat.
Andrew Benintendi.
1-1. A swing by Benintendi, and this is driven to deep right. Fleming looks up. Gone! And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys. So 6-0, the final shutout score today. The Boston Red Sox get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Rick Porcello earns his
Diamond Dynasty is the most thrilling way to build a baseball team. It's the perfect blending of card collecting and competition. Here, legends come out of the cornfields and play alongside the stars of today. Assemble your best team and lay claim to the land as you forge ahead in conquest to be the best. Or take on anyone in head-to-head play and win your way to the top of the leaderboards. Do you have what it takes to draft the right talent and battle your way to 12-0 in 3-inning games? Or will you be knocked out after just 2 games? Can you collect the best of the best and eventually lay claim to the greatest of all time? Can you handle the electric stuff of a Gibson, a Goose, or a flashback Verlander? Do you think you can shut down the machine, the kid, or the Sultan of SWAT? Yeah, there are some people who say that baseball is just a game, but clearly they have never played Diamond Dynasty. A baseball franchise is a complex and delicate apparatus. Every little cog or gear or pinion matters, is vital. Whether you're the guy signing the checks, filling out the lineup card, or combing the baseball frontier for talent, the club is counting on you. Expectations are high, and flexibility is a must, because things don't always go as planned. Tough decisions need to be made, and made right. It's no shame to delegate when necessary. Everybody could use a hand now and then. But in the end, it's the guy at the top that gets the credit, or the blame. So when that time comes, when the dust settles and there's only one team left standing, here's hoping it's yours.